today. From Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina. It's Week 15 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. On first down, they'll start out with Wright. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Jameis to throw it. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at third down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. That one complete to Hill. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. It's a gain of 6, but not enough, as he'll be forced to punt on their first drive of the game. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. Fielded at about the 28. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And the Panthers will take over now, first and 10. They'll start on the ground with Brooks. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. And the numbers for Brooks a week ago, very, very strong, well over 100 yards.
He should get the ball early and often here, too. I mean, when you're riding the performance of last week into this game, his confidence level has to be off the charts. Go ahead and keep feeding him.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
A yard all they need, but it's third down. Young, he's going to change it up. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
There you go, partner. That's some old school football right there. You need 1 yard? Give it to your bruiser fullback and let him get the job done.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. Young off the play fake. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. And officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
And this is an offense that's #1 in the NFL in rushing, and you know that has to be the focus of any game plan defensively. But they can throw it, too, as evidence right there. And they move the chains here on this opening drive.
Young's throw going into the hands of Williams. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
And these two hooked up on a nice gain to play before, and I always admire play callers that see a play that works and go right back to it, so they went right back to him. The reward, they're set up with first and goal.
And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there. That's his 19th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. So Miami coming out for their second drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here. Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out. Winston. It's Hill, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well. On 1st and 10, Winston. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run. Now Jameis on second down. Short throw to Smith. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. The numbers for Smith a week ago, 8 catches, 113 yards. And he's trying to prove the adage, it's not just how you start, it's how you finish. And he is finishing awfully strong, takes great care of his body. I expect him to go ahead and put a capper on this season. In motion, Hill. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free. Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out. Jordan Brooks on the tackle. You talk about this Miami defense. Coming into this one, ranked number 19 in the NFL against the pass. And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary. They'll come up 2nd and 7. Once again, it's Brooks. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. This now a 3rd and 4.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Right back to him on first down. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Right? Striker, 3-3. Blue striker. Yellow, go.
Here's Young from the shotgun. That's complete. Left side to Worthy. Touchdown, Panthers. And Xavier Worthy hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. That's now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year. That time a 6-play drive. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. Dolphins offense returning to the field. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Winston now. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They go play action. Winston. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
Now a 2nd and 2. Now Winston. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Micah Parsons. It's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. They set up the screen. Achane has it. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. This will wind up a loss on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And a week ago, as you get a look at the numbers, well over 100 yards, he was on fire.
He was on fire. Obviously, the offensive line was on fire, all the guys who were trying to assist him. But you know who else was? The play caller. Because his ego...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now Young. He'll find Williams on the slant. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the 1st quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and a yard. Young going to give to Brooks. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Brooks. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. They'll stay on the ground with Brooks. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Williams, the man in motion left. Young on 3rd down. Throw over the middle. He finds Williams. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. It's so rare to even see one attempted from that distance, CD, let alone converted, but he came through with confidence and matches what was Tom Dempsey's 43-year NFL record at one point of 63 yards.
Yeah, I can still see that highlight of Dempsey making that kick, and nowadays we see it a little bit differently because, remember, Dempsey was a straight-on kicker. But these guys nowadays, the range keeps increasing, and they keep putting it through the posts.
Meanwhile, Winston's throw there taken in by Smith. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now Winston. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Micah Parsons. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Winston. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Third and long for Winston. And that will be incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Oh, the Panthers come hard and they block it. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. 30 yards. And the Panthers are able to add on to their first half lead. Tucker with the extra point. And a rout is on here in this first half. And not only did they block it, the awareness to go and grab it and then take it into the end zone for 6 points. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now Young going to move him around. They go play action here on first down. He's got this to Williams, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So one play and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll run straight ahead with Brooks. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
On second down, Brooks. 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 76 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Yeah, you talk about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the toes part.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so. Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to first and goal. Sanders will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. From the 2 now, second and goal. And now an audible here into something else. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Tip Ryman taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the rout is on here in this first half. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Winston. Over the middle and complete to Moore. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. This one incomplete. Almost picked off by the rookie, but he couldn't quite look it in. And now it's 4th down. Here's Jake Bailey now. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7-0 on the return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. But Jamison Williams out onto the field as his guys take over on offense. Well, he's within shouting distance of a 1,000-yard season. Going to need a pretty good finish, though, if he wants to reach that mark.
Well, I like how you phrased it, partner. He is within shouting distance. If he stays on this pace, he's got a shot at it. But he needs a big game in there, right, to make sure that he gets it. So you know that during the week, in practice, and look, he asks for the ball all the time anyway. He's really going to ask for the ball and let his quarterback know he's open.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Field, black. Hey, red. Let's go, defense. Ready.
Young now. He'll get this complete to Worthy. A big play there for Carolina. 47 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
Here's 2nd and 10. Williams, a man in motion right. On 2nd down, Young. Throws out left. It's caught by Williams. Touchdown! Jamison Williams. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Panthers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Tucker with the extra point. And the rout is on here in this first half. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins taking over now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. A first down throw for Winston. Out route to Hill, complete. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Winston's throw complete there to Moore. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Now 2nd and 3. Here's Winston. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Again, it's Winston. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other.
Meanwhile, Winston's throw complete there to Smith.
Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. To throw is Winston. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down.
Oh, the Panthers come hard and they block it. And they'll wind up taking over right around their own 40-yard line. And a blocked punt always can be such a momentum swing.
In a big way, because now the spark has been lit. Everyone gets involved with that team, and many times coaches preach, you block a punt, you block a kick, that usually leads to victory.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 1st and 10, Young.
That's caught right side by Worthy.
And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And the route is on here in this first half. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you, too, in a bit. For now, plenty of early game action around the NFL to get you caught up on, so let's get to it.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to... Get the halftime and get ready for the 3rd quarter. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
The first play of the second half, a big success, over 30 yards.
When they needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 43.
They run out of the gun with Brooks here.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
And while the guys with the ball are having a whole lot of fun keeping it on the ground, the guys on the opposite side, they are having zero fun. They've been getting pushed around the entire game and haven't found an answer yet to slow down the running game.
Up the middle with Brooks here.
And he gets it down to the 32. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Now a give to Brooks running right.
And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Young.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 14. 12 yards on 3rd down as the drive rolls on.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And power running here down to the 6-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he's going to ball his way in for a Panther score. A great play there. His 21st touchdown of the season.
And the Panthers take the block punt and convert it into 6 points.
Tucker now to add the point after. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Dolphins now. First and 10, Young.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Second and 10 now, 3rd quarter from Charlotte.
Here is Young.
That's into the hands of Worthy.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
They'll run right here with Brooks.
And bulldozing his way through.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 119 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. Here's a handoff to Brooks. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
50 Fury. Blue, go. Black Ultra.
They'll try to throw now. Young. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Touchdown, Panthers. Xavier Worthy with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Panthers extend their lead yet again. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Miami's offense set. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards. First down. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Now this one complete depth. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Looking at it from the defense's perspective, they could have really... use the football to try to start eating into this deficit.
Yeah, because now possession's so crucial at this stage of the game. And when you've got an opportunity to hop on a turnover and you don't get it, you can feel the frustration all the way up here.
And the offense, they're living right now. Another bounce and break that goes their way. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hole.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
The slot man in motion right. Young going to give it up on the touch pass. Finding space at the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
2nd and 10.
Black blue. Yellow, go.
To the air once more, Young. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 33. 25 yards there on the catch. And run.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game. He's moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to let him in.
And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the fourth.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all. But in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
2nd and 1. Escapes the sack. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. But Charles, they're still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Tip Ryman, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Tucker with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. Out comes the Miami on. Slot man moves right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4.
Cougar 19.
offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Following the delay, here's 2nd and 9. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Let's go, D, tighten up. Let's go, D, tighten up. Street.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll let this go deep for Waddle. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And the Panthers turn to... They'll try and start this drive in the air. Forced out to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. The slot man in motion right. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a Carolina 1st down on a gain of 16. Boy, effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. 2nd down and 4. And they'll send Williams in motion right. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll air one out deep for Mingo. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Carolina. Jonathan Mingo, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are closing in on a 14-0 record as they extend their lead.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Miami set to take.
Slot man moves right.
He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass.
Now he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
Trap 60, trap 60. Trap, check.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
They'll drop to throw. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
The rookie from Colorado on target with that throw. They've got a first down.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
Boy, every time I see speed like that off the edge, Charles, I just don't know how these offensive linemen do it. I would think that they would get called for holding every play, and maybe they should have been called for holding on that one.
Yeah, maybe not just holding, but sometimes you end up setting back in the offensive backfield a little bit farther to try and help you with the edge. That's a penalty as well. Sometimes you overset. They'll come inside of you. That's what speed does. It disrupts an offense. And right now, you've got to pay attention to this edge rusher on every single down.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That is caught. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 23. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
19 tight. Ready.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
That one completes him again.
And they'll get this down to the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the 4th quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed They did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the Panthers, they move ever closer to the perfect regular season as they run things to 14-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they'll drop to 9-5 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports.